I do have a framework for how I approach the 90 days,
Yeah.
right? And so I'll just talk about what I do, and then you see how well it lines up with what you do. Um, my framework is basically, I guess I would describe it as, um, first you're coming in and you do have to assess. You have to assess the people. You have to assess the state of the marketing and the messaging and your go to market.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have to take stock of what is your, kind of what's your budget,
Right.
how much room and resources you have to work with.
Right.
So let me go over those first three, right? People. Sometimes if you've got a team, obviously you got to learn your team. You got to assess the people on your team. Are they the right people? Are they in the right seats? All that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a team, if you're the first marketing hire, then okay, then you have to assess everyone else around you, your peers, your coworkers, your colleagues, everything like that. So you do, and obviously that's part of it too. Even if you have a team, you do have to do all that part too. So there's a lot of just getting to know people.
Sure.
That's a huge part of it. Second part is getting that messaging and figuring out like, okay, does this company they have a good idea of what their message is, what their marketing is? Do you have a good idea of going back to what you said earlier, talking to customers? Like, is there a real clear product market fit? Is there a clear brand or message? And some of this you're going to know, or at least have a starting point, because if you were told coming in, it was like, oh, our messaging is terrible. We need help. Okay. All right. Obviously, then, you have a starting point, but you do have to figure that out. And so there's a lot of stuff to look at. There's a lot of like review proposals, look at current campaigns, figure out the messaging, look at email sequences. There's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that you can just dive deep into. So you got to check out all that stuff.
Right. It is a forensics job at the beginning, isn't it?
Totally. I love how you said it. Yeah. Forensics. Yes, exactly. And then the last part is the budget, right? Like get an understanding right away of what you have to work with
Yeah.
and where the money is currently being spent, right? You don't have to, I don't think you have to decide right away. I don't think you should decide right away that, oh, I'm going to cut this, I'm going to cut that.
No.
You could have some theories going in, but I would first seek to understand before you make big decisions like that.
Sure. Good call.